My name is Brandon Wilson, and this is how I died. It is best that I start from the beginning. How much of a fool I was, going out into the woods by myself, seeking out this so-called killer, this myth. People always talked about him, but I didn't believe in his existence. Until the day that I met him. It all started back in 1979. We were all just camping. We were near a fire. One of our friends got chopped down. We were all panicking. We just ran. We didn't know what to do. And I found myself stranded somewhere. There was a broken car nearby, but I didn't know what to do with that. I had no tools. I had no keys even. I had nowhere to go. So I ran. I found another person. I wasn't sure what he or she was doing, but I didn't want to be alone because I think all of us were scared at this point. There was somebody chasing us with a weapon, and we didn't know what he was going to do. We didn't know what he had planned for all of us, other than to kill us. And what did you expect? What can you possibly think we can be going through at this point? All of us were frightened. None of us knew what to do. We all just improvised. My newly found friend and I had separated, but somehow I thought that maybe he already escaped, or at least was alive. So my goal was to stay alive as well and hopefully meet up with him again under better circumstances. I looked around the house trying to find something I could use, maybe to defend myself with or ensure my escape. But so far, none of the drawers had anything that I needed. So I looked around and I found a machete. And while that was useful, it didn't really ensure my escape. So I took the car battery that I found instead and hoped that I could maybe find a car. As I checked my map, I noticed the blue icon told me that there was a car. And I saw one of the local counselors as well, and I showed her the car battery, hoping that she would come along and maybe defend me. She didn't. I ran towards the car by myself. And that's when I saw him the first time. He chased me. He even threw a throwing knife at me. I was hurt. It bleeded so bad, but I couldn't stop now. I had to run. If I stopped running, I would be dead. So I opened the window and quickly went inside. As the girl barricaded the door, I didn't know what the hell to do. I had a car battery, but no weapon. I couldn't find any weapons so far. So she went out of the window, and I went out of the door. I hoped that she would be safe. But it wasn't unlikely that she was going to die here. I hoped for the best for her, but I could not protect her. Not with a car battery. I ran and ran until my legs couldn't carry me anymore. But I found another house. I quickly went inside. Jason was chasing. I could tell. I could tell that he was, and he hit the wall. He shattered the window, and then he went up to the door. I found another window that he hadn't smashed yet, so I waited there, patiently, looking for something, and see if he would smash in the door and allow me to escape through the window. He started smacking on the door. It was almost down. One more smack and it would have been gone. So I had to go to the window and get out. I made my escape through the left, and he didn't even seem to notice at first, but then he started chasing. I ran as fast as I could. I couldn't go any faster anymore, but he was still after me. I didn't know what to do. All I could do was run while other people were inside, endangered by this guy. But I had to catch my breath. I was all exhausted. I simply couldn't run anymore. So I stood still and weaponed myself with a wrench in this house. I looked in a closet, maybe finding something. I found a pocket knife. Hopefully, if he would get his hands on me, I would be able to defend myself with it. Somehow. I even found a map, but I already had one. I waited. I waited until he was gone, until I was sure that I could make my grand escape, but I didn't know how long it would take. Mere minutes had passed, and I thought that he was gone, so I grabbed the battery again, and I wanted to make my way outside. I climbed out the window, ever so cautious. Not certain if I was safe. Not certain if he would just wait around the corner somewhere and just dash onto me out of nowhere. This car had everything already installed. All I needed was a key. But where were the keys? I went inside the house again to return the battery and grab the wrench, just so I could ensure that I could defend myself. When I went on, I found nothing so far. I didn't even find a person. But there he was. There he was. Inside the house, stalking the girl that I had left behind before. But she had a friend with her. So maybe they could make it. Maybe I could go looking for the keys while they distract him. But the guy went for the car. He could have had the keys, but do I leave the girl behind or do I go with him? I didn't know. So I went with the guy, hoping that maybe I could convince him to come back and help save her. I didn't see why we'd have to leave her behind, but he just went inside. Maybe he was looking for a weapon as well, I don't know. I heard a car start up, so I went back outside. I ran towards the car and wanted to step in. But the back seat was completely full with all kinds of junk. And on the other side, I still saw a door, but this guy stole my seat. I was so mad. I was so pissed off. I wanted to hit at the car. I wished death upon them. I wished that they would die. I wished that they would perish. And there Jason was. And there he vanished. I didn't know where he went. I was surprised, really. I thought he was going to come after me, but he was just gone. Out of nowhere, he appeared, and just as fast as I saw him, he disappeared. So I started looking for him. I started looking for the car.
Holy shit.
And in the distance, I saw that he had murdered someone. I saw that he stopped the car. He had granted my wish, and now that it happened, I feel horrible. But I still saw the guy that took my seat. And I couldn't help but wanting to look as it went on. As he had killed him, he started looking around. He was hitting the car. He was slicing at random. I didn't know what he was doing. He set up a trap next to the car, but I saw him do it. So, I didn't pay too much mind to it, as I saw him chop against the pillar. And then he vanished. He didn't see me sitting here. So I snuck out, and I slowly went up to the car. I slowly approached it, as I didn't want to startle any noise in order to attract Jason here. But as I saw the corpses up close, I got scared.
Oh, fuck.
He really pulled a number on these.
I can't look.
And now, the girl was with me and she stepped into the trap. Which means that he came back. And I didn't know what to do. He was after us. He was after her since she was hurt. I didn't know what to do. I tried swinging at him, but I hit the car instead. And he killed her. And now he was going to try to kill me. But I wouldn't have it. I stuck a knife into his throat. And I grabbed the weapon. I ran. I grabbed the health spray. And I just watched him. I wanted to plan my attack. He threw a knife at me, but he missed. And now he was gone. And there he was again. His teleportation skills were unfamiliar, but now they were known. I healed myself up. I ran again. I wanted to escape. I hit him. I actually hit him. I went into the car. I quickly sat down. I wanted to start the car, but I couldn't get it to work. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And he got me. He grabbed me out of the car, and he lifted me up. I knew that my time was up. But not before I would give him one last fight. He would not defeat me without having to work for it. As I, in panic, hit a tree, my final moment had come. I lost. And I would not be able to get another chance. I'm sorry, Mom, Dad, Lil Johnny, that I couldn't be a better son, brother, and even boyfriend. I apologize for all the things that I've done. I apologize to the two people that I wished to die. You guys were probably just as panicked as I was and just wanted to live. I'm sorry.